Teams met in Columbus and New York. New Jersey swept them at both events. But Jamie and Elsie did push Georgia and Annalee a little bit in New York City, though still losing that game.
0-0-1.
Worth noting. Georgia Johnson came to party. Asked her yesterday how she and Annalee Waters recovered after the loss in Grand Rapids, their only loss this season. The hands of Anna Bright and Kate Fahey. Better to lose in the regular season than in the playoffs, right? So they're exposed to that strategy now. I'm sure they will adjust to it. You talked about some ways they could do that yesterday as well. See you to revisit that here in a moment. The strategy for St. Louis was clearly to ice out Annalee Waters, and it worked. Now, how do they counter that? Should teams try to do that in the future against these two?
3-0-1.
Absolutely. One option for the fives is just changing spots, putting Georgia on the left occasionally. Another option is isolating one of the St. Louis players, perhaps Anna Bright, especially if her dinks are floating a little bit. And then maybe utilizing some lobs to push them off the kitchen line. I'm a little bit surprised I haven't seen any lobs from Chicago Slice just yet. I think that was
4-0-1.
something that worked for them against Palm Beach Royals yesterday.
Not a lot of opportunity to lob yet. There's a perfect one. And Annalee gets back to the kitchen with ease after tracking down a perfect lob from Jamie Way just inside the baseline. And you blink, and it's 5-0 New Jersey.
Second serve.
And just for the viewers at home, if you do get lobbed, I think if the lob is a little bit shorter, yes, do try to take it out of the air. But if not, you actually have a little bit more time than you think to run it down.
Point, timeout change in. 6-0-2, New Jersey ties. 6-0-2.
Game. It's remarkable what these two have been able to do all season. Consistently, nice spot for Elsie Hendershot. She's seen enough.
Yeah, these stats are absolutely mind-blowing, and I think an argument can be made that the format, the new format that we've had for MLP, which is 1-11 win by 2, suits Annalee a lot. She's a fast starter, good starter. I don't think she was putting numbers like this when we used to play rally scoring games to 21-25.
Yeah, it's a good point. Really good point.
Jamie takes a play from Annalee's playbook there. A couple of steps back, giant swing and a speed up, and pays off.
Away from Georgia Johnson. Not an easy lob to track down out of the air. What a play.
And also good communication between partners there. I think that was necessary in this situation. Otherwise, you notice a lot of the players at this level, they're not communicating mind yours during the point. They know exactly what each other's roles should be and who takes what ball.
Seven, 1-1. Point. Timeout, Chicago, 8-1-1.
Determine who gets out at the top of the list. And Chicago's in a
Second
battle
serve.
just to get into the playoffs in the top 12. Big match for them, most significantly tomorrow against the
8-1-2.
California Black Bears over on Grandstand.
Totally agree there with you. Both
Side
Chicago
out.
and Bears are hungry. They haven't made the playoffs in the last couple of seasons. And they've both been playing really
1-8-1.
well after some roster adjustments toward the end of the season. So looking forward to that one as well.
Ooh, what a move
Second
from
serve.
Hannah Lee. Does things that most people wouldn't and couldn't get away with.
1-8-2. Point.
Nice finishing touch from Jamie Way. And even though Annalie Waters always seems to be moving and anticipating, she always also
2-8-2.
still seems to be on balance every single touch. How does she do that?
Side out.
Well, I think she's herself answered that question in the past. She's one of the players who maybe doesn't spend as much time practicing on court, but she spends a lot of time
8-2-1.
in the gym and working with the PT to make sure, A, she stays healthy, but also, B, she improves her balance, change of direction abilities.
Point.
One of her signature speed-ups on display there. Finds a way to jam Jamie into the
9-2-1.
right hip.
Oops.
Second serve.
A little high there for Waters. She's fully aware of that. New Jersey has this match today. First of two, we'll have the California Black Bears
9-2-2.
last match on Grandstand later on today.
Point.
And Annalie gets a hold of Elsie Hendershot for game point, New Jersey.
10-2-2. Side out.
Exciting exchange there, firing
2-10-1.
on all cylinders from Chicago. Probably not going to work too many times for them, but it was worth it in this situation.
Second serve. Ten-two. Side out.
Game point number
10-2-1.
2 for the New Jersey Fives. Sea of red behind them in the crowd.
Point game,
Georgia Johnson
11-2,
gets the
New Jersey
finishing
Fives.
touch, torques it on the counter punch.
Game 2, time in. 0-0-2.
Ooh, through the middle, slippery stuff from John Lucian Goins, who has had an incredible few events. Different nuance here. Noe Cliff playing the left with Federico
1-0-2.
Staksrud on the right. Yesterday we saw Fed on the left, Will Howells on the right. Different options to go to for the playoffs as well. Matchups could dictate this sometimes as well.
Absolutely. And what we also saw yesterday when the Slice played the mat drops,
0-1-1.
John Lucian was pretty effective with his top spin backhand dinks, putting Ben out of position occasionally.
Yeah, he was great in that matchup. Put the pressure on Ben and Max, keeping the
1-1-1.
scoreline tight there.
second serve.
So there's a potential opportunity for him to do something similar here, also knowing that Noe maybe doesn't
1-1-2.
redirect out of the air with a flick as good as Ben, and doesn't put as much pace on his dinks. At the same time, Noe is a great mover and rarely goes out of balance.
There was a pretty funny Instagram post from Noe's wife about the team acquiring another top 5 men in the world to their lineup. And Noe spending his vacation training up.
1-1-1.
Yeah, you got to be alert, even on vacation. Especially when it's in the middle of MLP season.
Point. Two, 1-1.
Through the middle again from Lucian Goins. Explain the deception. What's enhancing Lucian Goins and his opponent's inability to read him?
Well, I think he can hold it for a really long time, and his technique is a little bit unorthodox, which makes it hard to read. He closes his paddle face before the shot for a really long time, so you don't really know where he's going with it. But
3-1-2.
he was it took him a long time, but he was pretty successful setting up that opportunity with the dinks. The ball that's coming back from Noe doesn't have too much spin. He's kind of going vanilla. A little bit more action now from Noe. Love to see that.
Oh, man, ran right into it.
What a change-up by Luge there. Absolutely incredible.
This guy is unbelievable.
Zane on 4. 4-1-2. Point.
Maybe a little bit rushed from Federico there.
5-1-2. Side out.
Went for the fake TP, as John Lucian Goins has actually coined in terminology. We'll give him the credit.
1-5-1.
That's a clever one.
Had one yesterday that was a beauty. Instead of going around the post, goes cross court.
Point.
Great work from Noe Cliff. Putting the pressure on Zane Navratil. So with the way Goins is playing on the left, how does New Jersey start to adjust to get maybe Zane Navratil more involved? Former captain of their team. Ooh, just short on the ATP for Fed.
Well, this point that we just saw is actually a good answer to your earlier question. I think they don't need to go, the fives don't need to go out of their way to find Zane on dinks, but whenever possible, I think they're going to make him see a few more shots.
Side out. Five, 2-1. Timeout change. 6-2-1. Chicago
John Luce
6-2-1.
continued with the St. Louis Shock. He would not have had this exposure in doubles.
Luce taking full advantage of this opportunity, getting to play more matches, seeing more court time, valuable experience.
6-2-2.
Especially moving forward to the Carvana PPA Tour. I think he's going to get better partners next year just because of this.
100%.
Side out.
John and Zane are 4 and 5 together as a team.
2-6-1.
Looking to break even at 500.
Point.
A missed sitter for Zane Navratil, and his former fan base is
3-6-1.
getting on him. And over on Grandstand, we've got a dream breaker potential. Las Vegas with the upper hand, up 2-1, and with potential game point on their side, match point, to close it out. And Norway Cliff and Federico Staksrud has started to find their rhythm over on center. Get out your phone and get Pickleball TV. Not want to miss any of the action. Liz Trueluck back to work with match point.
4-6-1.
What a win this would be for Vegas. That's G. Second serve for Vegas. No Rachel Rohrabacher in the lineup today. Wow, Norway Cliff with another sequence for the ages on the former captain of the New Jersey Fives.
Nice job from Norway. He used this combo, I think, 3 or 4 times so far, but he's had the edge on the last 3, and a contributing factor is holding his position in the kitchen and extending his paddle forward.
Second serve.
How about Zoe Wong and Roscoe Bellamy winning 11-9 over Christian Alshon. Super Sunday matchup, of course. That's what's at stake.
No timeouts remaining. Chicago's 1 timeout remaining. Resume
Vegas
play
always
at
seems to have
5-6-2.
Newman looking to save the day, looking to tie it up at 10 apiece. We'll keep you posted. Over on center, men's doubles continues.
Point.
And a costly miss from Goins brings us to a tie game situation, 6 apiece.
6-6-2. Side out.
Again, what a ball from Lucian Goins. Gets lucky off the tape there, but still holds his paddle position so long, it's so difficult to read.
6-6-1.
Vegas, by the way, has Miami tomorrow and St. Louis tomorrow. They get this win and beat Miami. They're looking at a second-place finish over in Group A.
That's a twist.
Second serve.
And a guarantee to the playoffs if that's the case. Chance to close the door here on Powell's serve.
6-6-2.
Powell misses. Goins does not. ATP to the corner for John Lucian Goins. We're on Grandstand. Riley Newman and Jackie Kawamoto with another 2 chances to tie it up. Not that counter from Liz Trueluck. Oh man, Jones was distracted in the middle of that point. He thought maybe that ball caught the bar on its way down. Are they going to challenge it?
Yeah, if that was the case, that's maybe a little bit of a rookie mistake.
Right.
By Johnny G there. Just finish the point, then the challenge
It's coming to John.
is available.
It's coming to John on 7.
They're tied up on grandstand. Brooklyn still a chance to fight for a dream breaker. Great pressure from Powell, but at least they alleviate the pressure valve a little bit. 10 all.
6-7.
Several match points coming in, going for Vegas.
Second serve.
Second serve for the New Jersey Fives, the new men's doubles team.
6-7-2.
10-10-2.
Yeah, side out. Seven, 6-1.
Liz Trueluck earns another match point
Second serve.
for Vegas. Look at that ball. Whips it down the line.
I like how
7,
Zane is
6-2.
experimenting with different types of counters. He was sliding right and countering backhand, and he hasn't been successful. Now he's looking to squat down and hit a tomahawk. Not a bad idea. I think he was just a little too far from the kitchen line.
Point.
A way out call from St. Navratil on the lob from Fed. Match point continues on the right.
I'll recall. 8-6-2. Point.
And a
You
point
don't
for
have a
Chicago.
timeout. You do not have a timeout.
And match point goes away for now for Vegas. Jackie with a clutch move. Ball back to Brooklyn. And 2 more tries to tie it at 11. Rachel Rohrabacher will be back in the lineup today for
9-6-2.
Brooklyn against St. Louis. That match coming at 4:30 on center court. She'll be in mixed only with Christian Alshon.
Out call. Side
That
out.
ball was wide for Goins. Thinking about challenging it. They won't. And Newman grabs a hold of a pop-up chance to tie it at 11.
Go, gentlemen.
Yeah, Johnny G is pretty impressive in the kitchen line in terms of his ability to
6-9-1.
switch between two-handed backhand and one-handed backhand when he needs a little bit of extra reach.
Second serve.
But overall, he's hitting a lot of two-handed backhands because he is set up with his feet
6-9-2.
in a perfect position every time. That's very impressive to me.
Side out.
And his footwork. What a play from John Lucian Goins over on the right. Brooklyn with a chance to extend the match to a dream breaker here. And Riley Newman gets the finishing
9-6-1.
touch. 13-11. And a comeback from 10-6 down.
That's a huge comeback. I think Clayton Powell is kicking himself in the butt because he had a forehand opportunity to clinch it, but no time to reflect on that right now. Got to go into the dream breaker.
And a dream breaker it is on grandstand. We'll, of course, keep you posted on it or show it as we get through this men's doubles game. That looks to be an upset. Chicago with game point. We can never count out the multi-time champion St. Navratil in Major League Pickleball.
10-6-1.
And the young, ambitious John Lucian Goins. And they moved to 500 on the season, 5-5. Goins.
Environment, but I think it's important for everybody to understand how hard these players work on and off the court, and just a loss doesn't mean that they're not capable.
Well, 1 game to 11, you know how quick that goes. In a best 3 out of 5 is a different scenario, but you get one chance. Another nuance of MLP.
Second serve. Zero, 0-2. Point.
Beautiful drive from Noe Cliff there. He was an outstanding tennis player at University of Illinois, high caliber D1 program.
These 3 losses for Annalie and Noe coming to St. Louis in Grand Rapids, Texas Ranchers in Austin, and
right foot. Point.
Columbus in the first event of the year in Dallas.
3-0-2.
Oh!
Side out.
How often do you see a Burt in mixed doubles from the female?
Not very often, but this one was going to be absolutely incredible because Annalie changed direction and I was hitting an inside-out forehand instead of a backhand.
Green breaker underway over on Grandstand. We'll peek in when we have the chance between Vegas and Brooklyn.
Point.
Aggressive miss from Noe Cliff. Gabe Joseph in the mix for the Vegas Night Owls. He's the leadoff hitter against Chris Hayworth. With a sneaky pull through the middle.
Two, 3-1.
Speed roll from Noe Cliff. Catching Emma Nelson off balance. What a play from Noe.
Noe, of course, rechanneling that shot from men's doubles. He was pretty effective there.
Point.
If you had just lost a game, would you prefer to come right back out and flush it and move on, or do you prefer to sit and reset?
3-3-2.
From your preference standpoint.
This is a very good question, Michelle, and a lot of times coaches ask the players about their preferences to give them a little bit more guidance for the lineup. I prefer personally play back-to-back because if I sit down, I have to restart my focus and my energy.
Side out.
Nice run for Chicago, but it ends there.
Three, 3-1. Point.
Good opportunity for the fives here to be a little bit more aggressive. Chicago slice, unwinding the stack.
Point.
What's your favorite target against the team unwinding?
I mean, usually the go-to is just like open court, and then especially hitting a heavy roll. If I'm driving, occasionally I like to hit that drive in the middle, which will require the person unwinding the stack to kind of change direction a little bit. And to catch them off guard occasionally, too.
Timeout change at 6-3-2.
Has a deeper lineup with the ladies in singles.
Beautiful observations there, Michelle. I concur with you.
So we play on center. It's Annalie and Noe. Laying down the hammer on Zane Navratil, their former captain. and Emma Nelson.
I'm not saying that it doesn't work. We're verifying it. We're verifying technology.
Got some drama on a challenge on grandstand. We'll get you back out there momentarily. For right now, the focus is on
8-3-2.
what a third from Noe Cliff, a drip hybrid. Lots of top spin underneath it, fell off a shelf.
That was a mad drip for sure.
Yeah.
Side out.
Couldn't pay it off there, but a nice lead and a nice run for the fives. 3-9-1, Chicago back to work.
3-9-1.
Showing why that men's doubles win was clutch for a team that's looking to make it to the playoffs. Ooh, just back for Noe Cliff. Yeah, so for Chicago, not so great news for Vegas with a 14-8 lead on Brooklyn right now in the Dream Breaker.
Point. Five, 9-1. Second serve. Five, 9-2. Side out.
Ambitious speed up from Emma Nelson there. She certainly does have a lot of firepower of her two-handed backhand, and I think
9-5-1.
she tends to favor that shot as well. But the ball was just a little too low for that one.
Second serve.
And heck of an overhead there from Zane Navratil on the right. Vegas leads 15-9.
9-5-2.
Jackie Kawamoto and Liz Trueluck out for their 4 points. Wow, what a lob from Annalie Waters. Fading away, falling back, and still throws up a perfect topspin lob
10-5-2.
for the shoulders of Emma Nelson, who couldn't control it, which was only a warm-up for
Side out.
the most ambitious lob serve we've seen from her in a while.
She was feeling the lobs there, but
5-10-1.
great adjustment earlier on the spot, and I think that's maybe sometimes underestimated by the viewers, how quickly these professional athletes make decisions and process information.
Ooh.
Second serve.
And Lee with a little hey, how are you to Zane Navratil down the line. 17-11 though on the right for Vegas and Brooklyn in a dream breaker to dictate most likely who finishes second
5-10-2.
place in Group A if things shake out the way we think they might.
Side out.
Lots of pressure on Hannah Blatt here to save the team's chances with Chris Hayworth
10-5-1.
in the mix in men's.
Point game. 11-5.
New Jersey on the left takes game 3. Looking more and more like Vegas will be a part of that conversation too. We won't tell the Chicago Slice what just happened. They need a big run this weekend in order to have a chance to break into the top 12, which again, now we circle that match tomorrow between California and Chicago. Looks like that last spot
0-0-1.
will be up for grabs between those two teams by the slimmest of margins.
Second serve.
California 1-1 so far
0-0-2.
on their event. Lost to the Royals, beat the Hogs.
Side out.
Aggressive play from both
0-0-1.
teams from the get-go.
Point.
So yesterday we saw Federico Staksrud and Georgia Johnson make their debut together. Georgia talked about what you mentioned in the broadcast of how playing with different male partners in mix beyond her brother JW has enhanced her game. What a get on that return. What a serve from Jamie Way. That was a wicket up the tee.
2-0-1.
Return skips off the baseline, but Georgia talked about it. Not only you get in a routine when you're playing with the same person, you know what ball they're going to give to your opponents, and so you kind of start to know what you're going to get back. Playing with different guys creates some variation in that.
Side out.
And this was the division that New Jersey wanted to bolster up the most heading into the playoffs in mixed doubles. Oops, nice skip from Lucian Goins.
Also nice option for singles in the Dream Breaker, but I feel like the fives have not played too many Dream Breakers in this season.
Not as many as last year, that's for sure. Certainly the addition of Georgia has helped with that. Not only in women's doubles, but also in mixed. 15-6.
1-2-2.
She was with Georgia Johnson and Will Howells, their mixed doubles combination to this point.
Side out.
Lush's been very effective with this one-handed backhand. He has many options, a roll, a punch. What we saw right now is a little bit of acrobatic. Flamingo, I like to call it.
Second serve.
Actually, I'm borrowing from our colleague, Adam Stone, and his team coach of the Hard Eights, who are, I'm sure, watching every single match right now because they're also on the brink of playoffs.
Yes. Side out.
Yeah, scoreboard watching for sure. I think they'll be all right with where they're at in the standings. 34 points in 10th place right now. Seeding, though, could shift based on where Vegas finishes. Because should Vegas get into that second place match on Sunday, the worst they could do is 4th place, which would be 12 points, which would put them above SoCal in a tie with Atlanta, 36 points. Nice combination from Fed to Georgia. Count them up.
3-2-1.
Wow, Georgia Johnson strikes again.
Well, I would love to see a replay on that one. Massive serve from Federico. Big third, and then Georgia just flying across for the poach.
When I asked Federico the biggest luxury playing alongside Georgia Johnson, the first word that came out of his mouth was relief, which makes sense.
5-2-1.
Best in show in mixed. Greatest partners you can get. And that's a slapper from Jamie Way. I'd say Major League Pickleball has done her service as well, Jamie. With exposure.
Wow, back-to-back two-handed backhands. I would like to see it third time to be fully convinced. But a lot of ladies have that shot completely dialed inside-in backhand with a slide.
Let's go. 2-5-1.
You.
Second serve. 2-5-2. Side out.
Federico Staxrud explodes at the hip of Lucian Goins. What a spot. Wade took a big crack at that one too. What a play. And what a read from Staxrud.
Point. Timeout change ends.
And New
6-2-1
Jersey gets to
5.
6 first in a hurry. Look at the clinch. That
6-2-1.
match tomorrow against California will dictate a lot of what happens for Chicago and California in their playoff hopes.
Point.
Michelle, you unpacked the situation absolutely beautifully. And just to remind the viewers as well that
7-2-1.
Super Sunday is the newest edition. We didn't used to have it in Major League Pickleball, and perhaps because of that, we are where we are right now. So very exciting. Love the
Timeout.
innovation
Chicago
from the league.
slides. 8-2-1.
Staxrud and
8-2-1.
Georgia Johnson look like they've been playing together all season long with what we've seen from 2 matches so far. Still early,
Second serve.
obviously, but you would expect that from 2 veteran players. Big reason why New Jersey opened up their checkbooks
8-2-2.
to acquire Federico Staxrud. Oh my, Georgia. Oh man.
Side out.
Fed took a stab at it, throwing off Georgia's timing, and what a defensive snag midway through that one.
2-8-1.
That was fun before that sequence unfolded.
Second serve.
So basically in Group B, it's between
2-8-2.
Chicago and California, most likely for the bid to the playoffs. And who gets into that 4th place match on Super Sunday?
Side out.
And then you get into the tiebreak situation, because if they have identical records in that match, I think then Chicago would have the head-to-head,
8-2-1.
right? Win over Chicago. So if they do win that match, it appears they would be in.
Point.
Yeah, we'll look at the head-to-head when it's a 2-way tie, and then if it's a 3-way tie, then we'll look at the
9-2-1.
differential.
I don't think Carolina is going to be in that conversation at all, so I think it would be just a 2-way situation.
Second serve.
Never say never, but that's where we stand right now.
9-2-2.
Oh my, Georgia Johnson, what a get.
Point.
Look at those wheels. Unbelievable. Georgia Johnson is playing a phenomenal brand of mixed doubles right now. And you can see why
10-2-2.
the first word out of Fed's mouth was relief. I asked him yesterday, game point, match point for the 5s.
Point game. Match.
Georgia.
11-2 New
And
Jersey
Fed
5.
pick up where they left off yesterday. Dominant, only allowing 5 points in 2 games together as a team. When you get a top men's doubles talent, that puts a lot of pressure on you. What is your serious perspective, though, on what Federico Staxrud adds to this team?
Fed is obviously an awesome player. He's a top player in all divisions, so we're very happy to have him in the team. I think that makes us stronger, and we look forward to play with him for the end of the season.
Well, at least today you got to play alongside him. Annalie, for you, what was your initial reaction when you found out Federico Staxrud was being acquired by your team?
Yeah, I mean, it's obviously very exciting. Like Noe said, I feel like Fed, not only is he a top player, he's a top player in all 3 disciplines, so I think it just adds a lot of value to the team.
Value indeed. And as you look ahead for the rest of this tournament, I know it's one match at a time, but if things work out the way you hope and you get to Super Sunday in that first place match, what's the team approach heading into the rest of the weekend, looking to finish #1 after this weekend completes? Annalie?
Yeah, honestly, I feel like as a team with the new additions, we're just trying to kind of get used to each other. We're trying to build a lot of confidence so that when we get into high pressure situations, you know, we can trust each other. And I feel like at the end of this week, if we hopefully, you know, make it to Super Sunday, it'll be good practice for us going into the playoffs. I mean, obviously we want to win on Sunday, but all that really matters is the playoffs. So if we can kind of get those reps in high pressure situations together, I feel like it's only going to make us stronger in the playoffs, whether we win or lose this weekend.
And no way, what would a first place finish mean to New Jersey should things go well for this new sample size with a new team?
No, it means a lot, but like Annalie said, what matters is to raise the trophy at the end of the season. So obviously we got to give our best this weekend, but we got the playoffs in the back of our head. So obviously the #1 spot is something we're looking for, but we look forward to the playoff.
Love it. Well, congrats, fans. Give it up for the New Jersey 5.